Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream for Horizon Forbidden West Part 8. PS5 का गेम प्ले चल रहा है.
So,
Ether हमने
what
मर्ज
did you
कर
want to
दिया.
discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
ये पार्ट हम पिछली स्ट्रीम में देख चुके हैं सब.
All right. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
Aloy.
That was sneak.
I am pleased. Is there something you
हमें
wish to discuss?
स्किप करना पड़ेगा ये ज़्यादा जल्दी.
How's Katal?
I know.
How?
In and out with I am, however.
Well...
Zo and I.
How?
Here. I'm here.
Well... What can you
To me. Well, I'm how like a
Okay. The
art elliptical upon this on all
Pharaoh, huh?
and he
All three or were. Do you...
if it restore perhaps art
So...
beside one, but it may
I'll be... You...
yeah whether
Oh, that's a...
I
Why did...
either one given the
So he...
though
Maybe... Why frequent...
I believe or I am able as far
Okay. Or so...
that accord the Z it is
So...
if they I would
Right. You said the coordinates they...
I have
Okay.
I have perhaps
So... all... Oh,
her resource with it she's to a
Lord...
scale I
God...
her we it will listen though I
पास स्किप करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि हमारा पिछली स्ट्रीम में ये सब टॉक्स हो चुकी हैं. इतनी लंबी टॉक्स अब दोबारा नहीं हो सकती.
Until... So I...
yeah to observe
सेव नहीं हुआ
it
लगता है.
should you find it
I'll keep... So you...
yeah the facilitator
You want... So I did... And it's been...
no and I have given I am
Right. Well... The memorial... Do you...
how such an in
But they were... So...
yeah love
There was any...
sure as all it is
So they've... Until... I guess I should get going.
as you say be well Aloy. Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Oh, Aloy. Your Karja friend came
10
through.
road machines
She
too.
went to that Oseram
No
camp
way.
you were looking
Aloy.
for to the southwest.
It's good to see...
But all
Well... What do you...
the so this
Yeah.
such
Engines?
vulnerable.
For now.
I trust
स्किप करना पड़ेगा सारा.
this
She's...
सेव कुछ भी नहीं हुआ.
yeah as I took and led my it from the east
Them?
in
Why did...
I back I would feel I would never
यार
When
बा-
the... What is...
live and for us and many the
What?
you there
Wow.
indeed
What?
to go I'd after I said even it was so
स्किप करो. कुछ भी सेव नहीं किया.
I should
डायलॉग्स
go. Feel...
I would
अगेन
overheard that
दोबारा
you
इतने
require my
लंबे डायलॉग्स
assistance.
दोबारा तो
I'd
देख
rather
नहीं
have you
सकते.
in-
It shall be done. May the
लास्ट स्ट्रीम के एंड में पार्ट 7 में सब है. आई थिंक मैंने इतने ही डायलॉग्स थे. जब तक खरीदना नहीं है तब तक अपग्रेड तो करना है ना. Oh, upgrade weapon trophy. ये भी अपग्रेड हो गया. नाउ आउटफिट की बारी. कौन सा आउटफिट होगा? यूटारू विस्परर. इसकी अभी ज़रूरत है. ट्रैप क्राफ्टिंग है. एडवांस ब्लास्ट ट्रैप.
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need. Where have I seen this before?
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did. Though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here. It is humbling, to say the least. And heartbreaking. That such life should be bent on destroying ours.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
So, how does a tribe warriors like the Tanakh?
By hope when our fields, but Plainsong. In the end, the Utaru, in exchange, a veteran. This but
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there would. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, but the injured kept pouring into Plainsong. Day after. One day, I woke up to hear a car. I rushed there with the healers to have the smell of burning flesh.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight
I did. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on. But we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding, sabotaged their supply lines, and
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
enough that the Tanakh took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us. We chased the enemy all the way.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tanakh defeated the Karja?
Tanakh marshal, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, what happened next was, when all the dust and blood settled, our enemies defeated. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffer. Then you came along. I could either sing at people's grave.
I'm glad you chose the latter. What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the old ones. She helped me decipher some of the... and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been...
That's good to hear. I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those stormbirds in line. Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids. But Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tanakh don't have much use for us outsiders.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough, including their demise, and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn?
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. In this case, a very loud...
Right, I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
Alright, let's go. Before that, we need the weapon. Not here.
Gotta go after Aletheia. Erend and Varl are waiting for me at the west exit.
There she is. You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh? Well, that takes the keg.
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Spectre had instructions to Assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Ah! Ah. The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Vol. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called... the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up. Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so. place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
इतनी बड़ी फैसिलिटी में कहाँ जाना है? Where we have to go? इसमें ढूंढना पड़ेगा पूरा. सही जा रहे हैं.
The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
तो कंसोल मिल गया.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Nothing.
खाली है. कौन सा नंबर है इसमें? कोड नंबर किसमें है? नंबर बताओ नंबर। डाटा पॉइंट 237 है ये तो। अच्छा ये अच्छा नंबर 237 नंबर वही नंबर है जो कोऑर्डिनेट्स में आया।
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Spit. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye. So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? still in this fight. I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick.
Bekerja. Acid.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Can't hook onto that. Get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing shoots down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on. A heavy weapon. That could help.
smash these machines! Oh, look at that thing!
It's done.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. All the silence dampening sounds. Fire with.
ये तो वेपन वो तो हुआ ही बता वो तो उठा के नहीं दी इसको
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
launch facilities so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit, plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach, must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single... To a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now!
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing!
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
गाया पे चलते हैं, गाया ही बताएगी सब।
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
Now we have to go to Poseidon.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. That makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
Well, you're the one that helped me find it.
People make mistakes.
Aloy.
Hey, thought I'd, check in on how you're doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
Well, that's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
'Cause there's 2 of me now.
There's 2 of you now! Well, at least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah. What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those 2 lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed, I promise.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during... It reminded me of a cousin of mine. Went up the tallest mountain in the... It ended like a lot of Oseram things.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. I thought it'd be better if it's no use crowding someone when...
How are you settling in?
Varl, I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new...
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you...
I sent some of them back to Meridian with... I doubt Avad will mind me...
So?
He's, I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah.
So Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun, but it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Hey, you and Erend okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay?
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship.
We saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost...
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus.
Let's hope that's enough. So, training...
Yes, training. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already.
Of course. You guys reading something over?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside without the knowledge from Apollo to...
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally... The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more...
And they became an entire tribe.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoy...
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking to thank her for help. Something from the old world that instead I found out if you ask me, stuff anything, really.
Maybe Gaia can help. How's...
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from one sea.
I
wanted to pay my respects for those who told him I'd never seen anyone throw them. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought of...
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell. How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Aaron definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay. Where'd Katalo go?
Until it gets a mind of its own and decides to kill everyone. You're just a ray of sunshine. Only for you.
I thought I felt the snow chill.
अभी जरा थोड़ा सा अपग्रेड कर लेते हैं. अपग्रेड देखते हैं.
Wandering outlander. Come, trade.
कौन सा है पर्पल वाला? वैनगार्ड हंटर को नहीं मिल रहा। टाइड रिपर कैलकुलेटर चाहिए इसका। कोरोसिव ब्लास्टलिंग मेरे पास है। फ्रॉस्ट ब्लास्टलिंग, कोरोसिव ब्लास्टलिंग। अच्छा तो फ्रॉस्ट का है, कोरोसिव है। सबसे पहले ये लेते हैं, सन टच्ड। बाय एंड इक्विप। ओके। स्लाइसिंग हंटर। अच्छा टीयरिंग के लिए ये है।
I used to fight with one just... like it.
This'll keep. River seems to run through the camp. Maybe I can use it to get in. Been spotted. For the next fight.
What do you have to report?
I'll pick these up.
I think we saw something.
Call it off.
Just so you know, I'm asking for another shift. You're the worst.
I'm not getting in through that gate now. Maybe there's another way.
You!
I was right!
I can't see her now!
Ah! Ah! Right there! See how you look!
We have a casualty!
We'll find her. We need to make haste.
We're almost close. If I want to figure out what's going on here, I need need to find whoever's in charge.
The outlet!
Get her!
Oh no! One of us!
You're with me. We'll track her down.
Border. Hasn't enough fuel to take out half of Barren Light. Unless I blow it up first. I can keep going. Prisoner. Lothra, I think. Hey, I'm here to help. Stay low and follow my lead.
You got it.
You trying to creep up on me?
We have an escaped prisoner.
Sticking around.
Search for them.
We've got a casualty!
Pain subsiding.
Remember your training!
I think one of these structures is a command center. I'll keep some extra on hand.
Loyal Tanakh, hear me. I was told a soldier from this camp goaded one of the sons of Prometheus into an altercation. You would do well to remember that our allies are responsible for providing the machines that we shall ride to glory. The next fool who interferes with them will be eviscerated and left in the desert for carrion. There will be no second warning. Will that be sufficient?
So the bar is not... Pry this green shine off carefully. This will break my fall. They've been accumulating blaze. And from what I saw out there, enough to blow up something big. Map of the Daunt. Tracking movement in and out of barren light. With emphasis on the float's weak points. We're gonna blow up barren light. Make a hole big enough to fit an entire army. So Regala plans on invading the city. At least when she gets an army big enough to do it. Then that should be safe. Well, don't have to worry about running out. I can reach its core, I should get enough data to override some new machines.
Thank you for joining, guys, for the stream. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Hit like, share, follow and subscribe. Going for the dinner. चलते हैं, फिर उसके बाद मिलते हैं बाद में. All run करेंगे.
Frost ammo could help here.